Superstitions. Are they beliefs that strengthen us or faiths that blindfold us? Do superstitions beef up a timid mind or do they weaken a brave heart? While many of us say we are not superstitious, we may not be telling the whole truth. Superstitions are common but irrational beliefs that stem from a misinterpretation of scientific facts or from urban legends. Every superstition has an interesting story to tell, a story of when and how it originated, how it spread and turned into a tradition. While most of them arise out of fear, some are meant to drive fear away. What is your biggest superstition? Let us know in the comment section below. Hello and welcome to our channel. Hope you are doing well. Before we begin, may I suggest you to subscribe to the channel for learning about new stuff every day. Irrational as they may be, believing in superstitions also make us believe that we are in the driving seat of our destiny. Here we run through some of the most common supernatural beliefs and a probable logical explanation behind them. Opening umbrella indoors would bring bad luck. Origin of this superstition is from 18th century London. Commonly used at that time were big waterproof umbrellas that had huge metal rods. Opening them indoors led to accidents like breaking or damaging things or even injuring people, which led to problems and arguments in the families. Slowly, it became the symbol of bad luck and people started taking it as a superstition. Don't cut nails after sundown. In Turkey, Japan, and India, there is a superstition that cutting your nails after sunset will bring bad luck. Now, the probable logical explanation behind this is the artificial light was scarce during night time in the ancient days, so it was advisable that the blades should not be used after sundown to avoid anyone getting hurt. And it does make a lot of sense for the earlier times. But why do we want to keep following this now is not very understandable. Knocking on wood. You have probably knocked on wood to avoid jinxing yourself at some point in your life without knowing why. The actual origins and even meanings of the phrase vary with different cultures that use it. Some believe that spirits reside in the trees. Now, some believe that good spirits could be either called upon for protection, while some others believe that bad spirits could be chased away by knocking on their home. However, historians have attributed the superstition to a 19th century British children's game called Tiggy Touchwood, in which young players claimed immunity from being tagged by touching the nearest piece of wood. Adults picked up on the habit and the phrase. Black cat crossing your path would bring bad luck. Have you ever wondered in what possible way can a little creature like cat harm anyone or bring bad luck? A theory goes like this. When passing through forests at night, the carriage animals used to get scared and act chaotic when they sensed wild cats such as leopards, cheetahs, and tigers crossing their path. The travelers warned others not to proceed when a cat passes their path. Today, this is of no significance. Groucho Marx once said, if a black cat crosses your path, it signifies that the animal is going somewhere. Hanging a lemon and 7 green chilies in shops and at workplaces. Ever seen a lemon along with chilies hanging from the doors of shops, houses, or from the bumpers of cars? Let's try to find a logical explanation behind this one too. It is said that the cotton thread that passes through the lemon and the chilies absorbs the acids, vitamin C, and other nutrients present in it. Then, by slow vaporization, it is released into the air. This is said to have significant health benefits, and our ancestors made it an essential part of ceremonies to increase its use. Also, the odor is said to keep pests and insects away, making it a natural pesticide. Does that not make you wonder how advanced science was during earlier times? We ridiculously converted scientific theories to mere superstitions. The modern superstition that we are free of superstition. If you are liking this video, please hit the like button and subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon too. Lucky ladybugs. According to an old tale, fields of European farmers had a massive insect infestation that was destroying all the crops. The farmers sought Virgin Mary's help in protecting their crop. She called upon ladybugs to help the farmers. The little ladybugs ate the insects away, and the crops were saved. It was from then that farmers started associating lady beetles with good luck. Broken mirror. It is said that breaking a mirror can bring you 7 years of bad luck. When mirrors were very expensive, breaking a mirror at someone's house would mean that you would have to be a servant there for 7 years. That started the belief that broken mirrors can bring bad luck for 7 years. Another theory suggests that since a broken mirror is very dangerous, even deadly, so it makes sense that broken mirrors are avoided. As the saying goes, it's better to recognize a stick as a snake than a snake as a stick. Hence, this notion of broken mirror bringing bad luck was started so that people avoid getting near it. It is customary to say, "May God bless you," after one sneezes. The particular custom began in the 6th century AD by explicit order of Pope Gregory the Great. A terrible disease was spreading through Italy at that time. The first symptom was severe chronic sneezing, and this was often quickly followed by death. Pope Gregory urged the healthy to pray for the sick. He also ordered that a sneeze should be responded by saying, "God bless you." And what if a person sneezed when alone? The Pope recommended that they say a prayer for themselves in the form of, "God help me." Throwing coins in fountains and rivers bring good luck. Most currencies in ancient times were made of copper. Science has it that copper has antimicrobial property and it can kill 99.9% of infection-causing bacteria. By throwing copper coins into rivers, our forefathers apparently ensured that they were consuming pure water. However, today neither do we use copper coins nor do we drink water directly from the river. This belief has brought in more pollution than good luck. Women won't enter the kitchen during menstruation. In earlier times, this custom was made to give rest to women during menstruation. Also, it was it is believed that they should avoid going to the temples at that time. In earlier times, temples used to be at a distance, and it was tedious to walk till there and participate in rituals that lasted for hours. So they were advised to stay home and take rest instead. Clearly, the intent of our ancestors was not to discriminate against women, but to take care of them during their not so easy phase. We clearly misinterpreted things. Don't just follow the superstitions blindly. There were reasons that some beliefs and culture were made, but it is not necessary that they hold the same relevance and importance in today's times. So, think and act wisely. Do you know what should be our biggest superstition? To hurt someone or their feelings. Believe in the law of karma. As you sow, shall you reap. So go out and help others and let good luck follow you in abundance. Thank you. I hope you like the video. Keep watching ISA Kids. Have a wonderful day.